Welcome back, everyone, to another episode, and it's our grand final preview of the Southwest Conference today. And I've got Beck McIntyre joining me out of the Horsham Hornets, and it's exciting times, Beck. Maybe not for you, but for the teams that are participating this weekend. Couple of days out, the nerves have got to be starting to kick in for grand finals.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And it's so funny because you see everyone around the traps and they're like, oh, how's your CBL still going? And I'm like, yeah, no, we're the ones that's still going after into, February. So it feels like it's been a long season because we have obviously hung out until now. And yeah, look, I mean, obviously it is disappointing for me personally, but super excited for Horsham to showcase again the grand final. I honestly am a bit biased, but I do think they do game day events the best. The way that they've set it up and the professionalism that they uphold themselves to. So I'm looking forward to volunteering and helping them out there. And, I'm super proud of this West region. Obviously, I get to look after that in my day job for Basketball Victoria. So, promoting the sport, promoting the game and making CBL a league is something that's really important to me. So I'm excited for all of us to put on a massive show, and I'm really excited to see who's going to bring out that championship because it has been such an interesting season. Just seeing, the ones coming in and out, and yeah, I think that we're going to put on two cracking games, and it'll be full. It'll sell out. So even more exciting for everyone to be able to play in front of a 500-person crowd. How good does that get for CBL?
Certainly is. Now let's start off with the women when we've got the second placed Portland Coasters taking on the fourth place Mount Gambier Lakers. Now this is going to be a cracker of a game. We reviewed the semi-finals earlier this week. We've got the likes of Alana Strom going up against Tennille Human. This is going to be a really tight tussle game, we believe.
Yeah, absolutely. And, obviously Strom's going to make the trip over, I would imagine, to be able to play Humans in, season best form coming off 28 last weekend. Portland have got, as we said, lots of depth in their guards. So, yeah, I think this is going to be, a really, really good game. It tends to be a lot of the times where people get themselves into foul trouble. It's nice to know it's not always just my team. So, whoever can stay on the court for 4 quarters, I think will make a big difference, depending on who's going to be on there at the end. But yeah, look, shooting percentage, all those kind of things, pressure, different things come into it. But I mean, even though Mount Gambier are in form, I'm going to go with Portland for the win.
Portland for the win.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. Mount Gambier, as we've said, the informed team. They've been informed for the last couple of weeks leading into finals. They got the upset last week. Will they get the upset in the grand final? That's the big question. We won't know until Saturday night. This game tips off 5:15 p.m. at the Horsham Basketball Stadium. Make sure you get a ticket so you don't rock up and the doors are locked because it's a sellout. That would be the worst thing to happen. Make sure you grab your ticket. And
There
then
is
in
no
the
tickets
men,
at the door either, just to let you know. It is all online. So, yeah, you definitely have to pre buy your ticket.
and then let's have a look at the men's. And we've got top of the table Mount Gambier Lakers, who have been sensational all season, taking on the second place Horsham Hornets. And again, the Hornets have been sensational all season. Both these teams are split. They're head to head. So they're 1-1 against each other. But I think it was Mount Gambier that had a 2-point advantage in the head to head in the plus minus. So these teams are so equally matched that it's going to be a cracker game in the men.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, even if you have a look back over the last 3 years of the competition, 3 years ago, Hornets won, last year, Mount Gambier won, then this year they're both in it again. So, they have been consistently leading the league in the last few years. So, yeah, they're kind of like one each now. So, this will be interesting to see how it ends up. And, they've got some amazing matchups, which I think is really exciting to watch because obviously, Horsham have got 4 or 5, players that have been leading the league in all of the stats. The same with Mount Gambier. There's a lot of rivalry between the two. There'll definitely be a lot of banter, I can imagine. The crowd's going to get up and about. Everyone who comes to Horsham knows what the Horsham crowd's like. So, providing they don't have too many hard solos by halftime, they'll keep it clean. But yeah, look, it's going to be massive. I think, obviously I'm going to back Scotty and the Horsham boys every day of the week, but I'm 100% sure this is going to be a really close game. It'll come down to the wire. I think though that having that Horsham crowd might just get Horsham over the line, I reckon.
Well, that's it. It's going to be a cracker. The Lakers have got Daly, they've got DeWitt, they've got Birkenfield, and then the Hornets have got Martin, they've got Bryan, and they've got McKenzie. It's going to be a great battle between some really standout players in the Southwest Conference.
Absolutely. And, and it is quality basketball. I think that's a really big, exciting thing to say. And, it's the same with the women is that I don't think people quite realize if they haven't been to a CBL game that this is really high standard basketball. It's really great to watch. It's comes down to the line, it's well coached, like there's strategic stuff involved. Like it's such a good quality of league that, obviously we're looking to keep improving it. But this will be an amazing game. And there is nothing like playing in a country basketball league when you have the country fans there as well. That just brings that extra element to the whole thing. And, it's so much fun. And, the whole towns get behind these teams. So, Horsham's always been a massive basketball town. So there's going to be a lot of people that just want to come and watch, basketball and just celebrate the sport. So, yeah, it's lots to be involved in, and it's a massive congratulations to all the teams and all associations for the season because without the time from the volunteers and all of the people that work behind the scenes, then these things don't happen. So a shout out to all of them, and let's continue to keep growing the CBL, especially in the Southwest.
That's it. Grand finals, Saturday night, 5:15 p.m. the women tip off. That's Portland versus Mount Gambier, and then 8 p.m. the men tip off, Mount Gambier versus Horsham. All these games at Horsham Basketball Stadium. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you're in the stands, in the hostile, no, I won't say hostile, but the loud and
Loud,
crazy
definitely loud.
stands, because it's going to be an epic environment in the stadium. So grab your tickets. We look forward to seeing everyone pack this out. It's going to be a sellout. So good luck to teams, officials, coaches, everyone involved this weekend. It's going to be a great event to be a part of. And we'll jump on a call, I guess, next week once the grand finals have happened for our final episode for season 2023. And we'll get to have our champions crowned. So look forward to catching you next week, Beck. And everyone out there, pack the stadium at Horsham this weekend. It's going to be a great environment to be in.